Bumble built its entire identity around one rule: women make the first move. Now that rule is going away. The company is also preparing to leave swiping behind after years of teaching millions of people to swipe left, swipe right, match, and repeat. Bumble says users want more flexibility, less pressure, and more meaningful connections. But there is a deeper problem hiding underneath all of this. When a dating app works perfectly, it can lose two customers at the same time. You meet someone, you delete the app, they delete it too. Beautiful for you, slightly awkward for the quarterly report. So does that mean dating apps actually need you to stay single? Not exactly, but the way they make money creates a strange conflict between finding love and continuing to look for it. To understand that conflict, forget romance for a moment and look at the app as a marketplace. Every person who joins is doing two jobs. You are a customer because the app wants your attention and possibly your money, but you are also part of the product because other people open the app hoping to find someone like you. That means the app needs a huge pool of active profiles. An empty dating app is useless, even if its matching algorithm is brilliant. This is why the basic experience is usually free. Free users keep the marketplace alive. They create choices, likes, matches, and conversations. They also create the crowd that makes paid visibility valuable. And the crowd is enormous. In the United States, more than half of adults under 30 have used a dating site or app at some point. Most of them can match and message without paying. So, what are the apps actually selling? They are not selling love. They are selling less friction. On Tinder, a subscription can give you unlimited likes, show you who already liked you, and move your likes higher in someone else's queue. On Hinge, paid plans can offer unlimited likes, advanced filters, stronger recommendations, and priority placement. You can also buy roses or boosts to stand out. Bumble uses the same basic ladder: free likes until the limit arrives, then paid options for unlimited swiping, rewinds, and more visibility. Notice what these products have in common. They do not promise that the right person will love you. They promise that more people will see you, or that you will see useful information sooner. In other words, the app creates an attention market, then sells better shelf space inside it. You did not suddenly become more attractive. You rented the end display at the supermarket. This is the first part of the business model. The free version needs to work well enough that you believe a real match is possible. But it can also contain limits that make the paid version feel faster, clearer, or less frustrating. Run out of likes? Wait or pay. Wonder who liked you? Keep swiping or pay. Want your profile seen sooner? Join the normal queue or pay. None of this proves that an app is hiding your perfect partner. It does show that frustration can be monetized. And then the swipe itself adds another problem. At first, having thousands of possible partners sounds amazing. Your grandparents may have chosen between people from school, work, and the local area. You can reject someone because their third photo contains a suspiciously large fish. Then another profile appears immediately, and another, and another. The supply feels endless, so every decision feels temporary. Maybe this person is good, but what if the next person is perfect? Researchers have found that this abundance can change how people choose. Across 3 studies of online dating, people became more likely to reject profiles as they saw more options. From the first auction to the last, the average chance of acceptance fell by 27%. People who rejected more were also less satisfied with the smaller group they did accept. More choice did not automatically create more confidence. It created a rejection mindset. Another study linked fear of missing out on potential partners with decision fatigue and excessive swiping. That is the strange loop. The app gives you more possibilities than any previous generation had. But the endless stream can make each individual person feel easier to replace. A match becomes a notification, a conversation becomes one of 12 open tabs, and a small disappointment sends you straight back to the feed where a fresh stack of possibilities is waiting. That return is important to the business. Dating companies report metrics such as paying users and revenue per payer. Their investors can see those numbers every quarter. Your successful second date is harder to place in a financial table. In the second quarter of 2026, Match Group, which owns Tinder and Hinge, reported about 13.3 million paying users. That was down 6% from the year before. But average revenue per payer rose 6% to just over $21 per month. Bumble recently reported that its paying user count had fallen by more than 16%. So the companies are facing a real problem. People are getting tired of the old system, and fewer of them are paying for it. That is why the newest changes matter. Bumble is extending the time people have to reply and allowing either person to send the first message. Tests showed more conversations and fewer matches expiring without a reply. It is also developing an AI assistant that learns what a user wants and recommends people without requiring the usual endless swipe. Tinder and other platforms are also investing in AI, new recommendation systems, and real-world events as they try to reduce swipe fatigue. The companies that built the swipe are now trying to rescue dating from it. But here's the part the most cynical version of this story misses. Dating apps cannot survive by making everyone miserable forever. If nobody met anyone, users would stop trusting the product. The pool would shrink. New people would have no reason to join, and nobody would pay for a better position in an empty room. Real success stories are valuable marketing. Hinge makes this point directly with the slogan "designed to be deleted." And while other major apps have struggled, Hinge has continued growing. In the first quarter of 2026, Hinge's direct revenue rose 28%, while its number of payers grew 15%. That matters because it shows a dating app can grow while selling the promise of better dates, not merely more swipes. Hinge still sells roses, boosts, and priority likes, so its incentives are not magically pure. But better outcomes can strengthen the brand. Happy couples become proof that the product works. Their stories attract the next group of users, even as successful users leave. That suggests helping people form better connections can be good business too. So the real goal is not to guarantee failure. It is to maintain a difficult balance. The app needs enough matches to keep you hopeful, enough conversations to feel useful, enough success stories to keep the brand credible. But the business also benefits when the search lasts longer, when free limits create pressure, and when visibility can be sold as an upgrade. The app's perfect outcome is not that you remain single forever. It is that millions of people remain in the search at any given time. Some find love and leave. Others arrive to replace them. And many stay long enough to wonder whether 1 month of premium might finally change everything. That is why dating apps do not need a secret button marked "Hide the soulmate." The incentive is already built into the system. You are trying to finish the search. The app is trying to make the search valuable. Those goals can overlap, but they are not identical. And if you think that conflict sounds familiar, watch the video about why Netflix cancels shows people love. Because once again, what feels valuable to the customer and what looks valuable inside the business are not always the same thing.